Okay, you know how they say birds of a feather flock together? Well, some communities around the country are coming together to fight against what they say is a concerning form of surveillance. AI startup Flock Safety is building an army of police tech. They are most recognizable for their automatic license plate readers you may have heard of, which snap a picture of the car's plate as it drives by. Police say the technology helps them fight crime like kidnappings, murders, and stolen vehicles. And while this tech, it has existed for some time, Flock is now the first to centralize it into a single nationwide database that thousands of police departments can access at any time without a warrant. So we're going to bring in NBC News cybersecurity and tech reporter Kevin Collier, who has been reporting on this story. Kevin, thanks for joining us. Walk us through the privacy concerns here that's leading to some of this pushback.
Right. So the U.S. has had for years these cameras that record cars' license plates as they drive by certain highways, spots, intersections in towns and cities. But what communities across the country are pushing back on now is that Flock Safety has, for the first time, created a centralized database where more than 3,000 law enforcement officers across the country working together, sharing real-time location information of everybody that drives by. None of them need a warrant to access it. So I spoke with half a dozen people from a range of political affiliations who are pushing back. And there's definitely something in the air. For some people, it's this looming sense that as tech tracks us more and more, they're getting sick and fed up of feeling like they're being tracked. And these cameras are the biggest example of that. For others, it's the reality that even though Flock no longer contracts directly with the Department of Homeland Security, local police in sanctuary cities even have been using Flock contracts to look up drivers' locations on behalf of ICE investigations, and they want to stop their local police, their tax dollars from doing that.
I see. Kevin, we know that this kind of tech is growing in popularity. It has been for some time. Do we know if it's actually solving a significant amount of crimes and really helping police across the country?
I mean, yeah, Flock has a range of solved cases. They'll have local police come on and testify that, yes, this technology was helpful to close an investigation. A spokesperson there told me that despite the price tag, it's a crucial tool for understaffed police departments in particular.
Remember when I was saying understaffed police departments behind
more
stage,
than half a dozen cities and towns in recent months have canceled their Flock contracts over protests. Far more have renewed those contracts. But something that I did find over the course of my reporting is that it's extremely common for people in these cities and towns that have Flock set up. That happens before they realize their tax dollars are used for this technology that even tracks them to begin with. So we'll see how this shapes up as more and more people learn about it.
That Flock shit.
Absolutely. Kevin Collier, very interesting.
That Flock shit would be over here. When I first moved here, that's when I experienced that shit. Because it was 4th of July. And you just see them drones everywhere. They start swarming in, bro. And then the police show up and they tell you stop fucking shooting shit off. We're gonna write your ass up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, they have a whole fucking unit just for this shit.
But that drone is for shit like that, right? So in the city of Sac, they got the drone shit too, though, right? So that what they'll do is they'll fly that motherfucker over your backyard to see that you ain't hoarding and shit like that, because they'll find you like that 100%. But also the motherfuckers be using that to see if you growing back there. So just say like, oh, they flying that motherfucker over there just to see if you ain't a hoarder or a pack rat and it's nastier than a motherfucker in your backyard.
Yeah.
And they stumble across a fat ass growth. You feel me? 100%. Like that. It's like almost an invasion of your privacy, bro.
You're right. I need to fortify my backyard. And with some kind of fucking high canopy that they cannot see.
Some of that Dale Gribble. Remember what did they call that? The computer. Remember the computer system was called the Beast.
Yes, Beast.
The Beast is alive.
Lock everything down, Beast. Yeah, like I mean. That what was crazy for when they said that you'd be utilized in cities that are understaffed, because there's a lot more of those these days. When you're like, I grew up in San Jose. We had like they called it like the 10th. They prided themselves being the 10th safest city. Hella crime though, but the 10th safest, quote unquote, because you got all the biggest police force, one of the biggest in the nation, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but then you go right next door to Oakland. Go up to Oakland though in the East Bay. They're gonna have they barely got any police there because no one want to work there. Right. You know what I mean? It's so crazy.
I wonder if there's a lack of investigators, and that's what this thing would be useful for. Is actually, you know how people can be corrupt. I know this would be really, really powerful in the wrong hands, but if it's in the right hands and we eliminate all the corruptions in the courts, then a lot of the system would improve in that way. I think, because there's so many people that are in it for the money, and there's a lot of money as a lawyer and a prosecutor, defender, all that stuff.
And if you don't have invented that technology, they got a city grant, for the city to buy that equipment, that technology. 100%.
If you have investigation that's so good, then
like bro, that's at the end of your street in that gray truck.
Mm-hmm.
For the city of Sacramento, they use that truck to go hang up them motherfucking cameras, and then it'd be a black and white to have as a chauffeur, an escort to make sure don't nobody fuck with him. And he's the police that's installing that shit, bro. 100%. And I understand, like we said, understaffed police, like Kid has said, in the right hands for the right purpose. When a motherfucker, we see it all the time. I watch First 48 and shit like that, them type of shows, to where a motherfucker do something, and then they go back to the footage because they get the core, the description of the core, or even maybe the plates, and they'll track that bitch to, in the area and all that. I understand all that, but yet also it said in that news story that certain states is also tracking motherfuckers for ICE with them cameras too, though. Like, look, now that's really fucked up.
Yeah. That's gonna go down. This whole ICE ordeal is gonna go down as one of the real dark points on our country's history. I don't like it one bit. It's not American.
Yeah, I'm in there.
On my mama, 100%. And also in that story, it says it helps stop crime, in which we was just talking about that. But in this next story,
looks like a lot of like abuse and power. That's basically crime in my eyes. That's all I see out of this fucking whole agency is crime. It's like
it was the trip when they had to mandate so they could
before now. Now it's just like a bunch of shit that's going down.
And they don't got to use a warrant to get this shit. You know what I mean? 100%. So they can say if somebody do something in California and he on his way to Nevada, Arizona, going that way, you know what I mean? Hey, he all over the motherfucking freeways and all that, bro.
I can't imagine being somebody that's been born in this country, went to school, got a job, worked a nice life, and all of a sudden name got around for some reason and they came and got me. I was like, what?
100%.
Are you kidding me? That's happened. And hopefully after all this is said and done, that they'll, through the legal system, they'll go to court and be able to recover some of the. Yeah.
But, that's the thing too, is because like, it's not like something that's been around. This,
none of this ICE stuff is cheap. It's not cheap now, and it's not going to be cheap.
No, and like, it's almost like they're doing it in real time, building the ICE infrastructure. Like these detain centers, all of a sudden popped up everywhere to the point that they were using like office buildings and just flipping shit into detain centers now. You know what I mean? Like, because that's where they're at now. With this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ever seen the ICE commercial?
Word.
Yeah, they got an ICE commercial talking about the police department is boo 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 boo. Come work for ICE, man. We got about 90K starting off for you right now, incentives and all types of bullshit.
Wow.
Oh my mama, they got an ICE commercial. Come work.
Wow, they're gonna get motherfuckers to sign up for ICE. It's about to be a whole ICE army.
Your humanity. I'm like, I don't
starting them off at 90.
The motherfuckers is rogue agents, bro. They're rogue.
That's what I'm waiting for. It's some sort of like internal revolution somewhere in a city. Somewhere in this country, there's going to be a city that stands up. These ICE guys are going to go.
I feel like it'd be Chicago.
But that's why that motherfucker called the National Guard on certain cities to help the motherfucking ICE people. Like, come on, bro.
It's a scare tactic. It's a government contract. They signed the dotted line, and they know that if they fail to obey some orders, that they can be criminally prosecuted in the DOJ, and that shit is real life fucking punishment. Going to jail, going to prison.
Man, and they taking like motherfuckers that been here for 40, 50 years, right? Grandparents and great grandparents, right? Like my daughter, right? So my daughter, one of her best friends, she was born here and all that, but she didn't have no paperwork, right? So my daughter, 24 years old, she's just now starting to get her shit because of trying to go to work and, you know what I mean, certain shit like that. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, dog. 100%.
Yeah.
Top of the morning, Bakes.
What up, Bakes?
I think I canceled your counter, big bro, or declined that motherfucker. Oh, everything. We can talk about that later. Oh, my mama. Top of the morning, PB and Dub.
His actual good players.
What's up, PB and Dub?
Why would I want to make a trade with you if you're not willing to even talk about your best players? This is, I mean,
whole world.
We gotta start somewhere. It's gotta be one of those.
You know what? I know where we could start with the Tennessee backfield. They're on the block. They're on the
We've
block.
been riding this wave for a long time. You know what's crazy
I
is
took
that
them
if
off the
somebody
block
did
for a while there. You know,
fall for it, they would have at least been able to get some sort of points from them. Wasn't a lot, but they didn't get hurt, and they didn't, you know.
I got the whole backfield. Still got it.
Hey,
no,
PB
I'm glad I have them still because I'm like, I need them. I'm like,
hey, PB and Dub said he just picked up some fire ass indica, man. Let's put it in the air. Come on now. I mean?
Indica is my shit. Sativa is my one, bro.
Come on now.
Nowadays, everything's hybrids.